Happy New Year. It's the beginning of the church year in this cycle of the spiritual life in the Christian tradition. It's this thing called Advent, which means coming. It's this season where we start to anticipate and expect the coming of God into our world and into our very lives in the form of this baby Jesus, as well as the second coming. In this Advent resource book, we hear these words: Advent summons us to the beginning. The lavishness of God's compassion and mercy frame yet another year for us. With the arrival of Advent's first Sunday, it's today, we are a people whose origins and destiny make us curious yet apprehensive about the day of the Lord's coming. Our traditions proclaim this as both an event already accomplished in human history, like in the birth of Jesus, the incarnation, and an event moving toward fulfillment in the future, our future. So we'll be using this resource during Advent by Sanctified Art. One of the creators of it is a woman by the name of Sara. I'd like to read the first day's reflection. It's a poem which she wrote, based on some passages from Mark in the 13th chapter, which talk about the coming of Jesus, this anticipation, coming into a world such as ours and a time such as ours. They say you will come like a thief in the night, the hour unclear, the day easily feared. But I toss these words over the edge of my tongue, and they don't taste quite right. A thief is one that I lock out. A thief is one that I fear. So I ask myself, did I downgrade you to no more than a thief, O great builder? Did you form me from the dust, breathe life into my bones, and paint the horizon into the sky, all for me? And was all of that fine until you asked me to love my neighbor as myself? Was all of that fine until you said, dream, don't sleep? Was all of that fine until you asked me to wake up to the suffering in the streets? Did I imprison you to the role of the thief, to keep you from getting too close? Forgive me, great builder. Tear down the door to my house, crawl through the window, slip through the attic fan, dance in the security light, scream through the letterbox until I hear you again. For this house is your house. You built it. You belong here. I'm begging you, break back in. So perhaps there's some way during this season that God, like a great builder or a lover or a thief in the night, will break back in to our lives during this season, this Advent season. Because there's a promise tucked in here, a promise of the coming. So may we be alert, may we be awake, and especially this year, may we dream a dream of the world to come and work little thing by little thing to make that dream come true. Blessings on your day as we find God in the times of COVID, November the 29th.